What's going on, my gamer familia? And it's game on. Today's video, it's a very special video. This is gonna be probably a 2 to maybe even 3-part series. I'm hosting here. It's a war that happened between NWO and ZGR. ZGR was a alliance that was very powerful at one time. Very powerful, very dominating. These guys right here, let me tell you something. These guys were no joke. These guys right here is probably responsible for about 79% of a lot of the bases that are in this kingdom that are no longer active. These guys were hitting so many people so many times and so hard, they literally were rendering this kingdom almost inhabitable. And you know, I've got a lot of footage on a lot of the interactions between this alliance and a lot of the members out in this kingdom. And you know, you can only push a kingdom so far before the kingdom turns around and unites and basically hands your junk to them, because that's basically what happened here. NWO was formed by pretty much the entire kingdom, because ZGR unfortunately, you know, became a very strong alliance, and they were dominating in such a way that they were pretty much a force to be reckoned with. And whenever they felt that they needed to go ahead and farm everybody, they would, you know, with no regards of, you know, kingdom versus kingdom wars that was coming out, you know, with the kingdom wars that was coming out. And you know, unfortunately, you know, to a lot of the people that know this game very well, when you're setting back the entire kingdom, you weaken the kingdom when it comes to the kingdom wars. But that's besides the point. Now, with this video that I have, let me tell you something, man. This video is crazy. The attacks that went on here, this war, as far as I know, this war is the only war that I know that lasted more than 3 days. Okay, this was not a 4-hour campaign. This was not a 10-hour campaign. This campaign lasted almost 4 days. I kid you not. I've got the video footage and I'm gonna be showing it off here pretty soon. That's why I said, you know, like at the beginning, it's gonna be pretty much like a 2 to 3-part series on these videos that I'm putting together. You know, and a lot of my peoples that know me know that, you know, I'm into a lot of videos, and yeah, I have a lot of footage, and that's why I'm backed up in a lot of ways. But you know, I got a lot of love on this channel, and I appreciate you guys that, you know, are helping me with my channel, my videos. And for those of you that are new, you know, all I do is ask is, you know, go ahead and, you know, just smash that subscribe button and click the notification tab, so that this way, you know, you guys can be kept up to date with a lot of my new materials that come out. This way you guys can, you know, stay on top of, you know, the things that, you know, transpire within my gaming world. But you know, for the most part, you know, this is an epic war in my kingdom. And you know, to those that know this game very well, know that what they're seeing, they know the severity of it. They know how serious this war really is, because you see, in this war, you're gonna see how everybody just swept ZGR under the rug. We hit ZGR so damn bad, so damn hard. They did not attack anybody for about almost a week and a half, just because of how hard they were hit, you know. And a lot of the strategies come into play by those that know these war games, like myself. See, myself, you know, I can't say that I hold a title for being a war master, but I can tell you that when it comes to war, I'm very nasty when it comes to strategics, when it comes to rallying, when it comes to getting together the right people and striking, you know. And in all my videos and in all my platforms, you're gonna see that. You know, I'm a beast when it comes to war, you know, because that's just my thing. I love to play. I'm hardcore, you know. And you're gonna see how in these videos, especially the series that's coming up with the ZGR war, you know, that there was a lot of key things that happened, you know. And these two primary right here, Marv and Benamar, you know, are pretty much the gladiators of this kingdom. You know, they're the forces to reckon with on both sides. Now, granted, you know, it's best to have these guys at a separate, because to have those on one team would be just too overpowering for any alliance, you know, because I believe that this is a very rare kingdom. Not a lot of kingdoms have these high level, you know, bases, and unfortunately I believe that 97 is going to be pretty much the only kingdom with more than 2 level 30 strongholds with fully maxed troops. I'm getting ready to join the ranks myself. You know, I'm going to be a credit card warrior as well. You know, but for the most part, you know, there was a lot of key things that went into factor to this war. You know, one of the things that it was that basically it came down to the opposing team. See, these guys at ZGR, you know, I understand the whole concept of having to build, having to grow. And yeah, unfortunately, you can only farm so much. You can only gather so many resources before you literally have to go out there and farm other alliances. You know, guys, I really gotta explain to you guys. You guys can't stress these attacks. That's just a part of this type of game. There's really not that many games like this one. You know, there's like Clash of Clans. The way that they have these games set up have defied everything as far as matchmaking. You know, unfortunately. You know, but for those that are, you know, farming to grow these big bases like you see right here on y'all's screen, you know, it does take a lot of resources. And unfortunately, when you're trying to gather takes a long time. And you guys can understand that. That's why, look, when it comes to somebody that's attacking your alliance or attacking you that's a lot stronger than you, the best thing that you can do is quit your complaining. That's number one. If you like the game, quit your complaining and shield. Because that's really the only defense that you have against an attacker like that. 9 times out of 10, they're just after your resources. They're not trying to kill your troops. But now, you will have the occasional a-hole that will want to destroy your troops, your base, and everything about you and your people. You know, that's where ZGR came into place. These people were hitting everybody in ways that they were crippling the kingdom. So the kingdom rallied. And they pretty much put together their strongest to build NWO, and NWO pretty much succeeded its mission, probably even superseded it if you think about it. You know, brilliant minds went into that effect, and they were able to stabilize the entire kingdom, pretty much. You know, now, you know, the stability in the kingdom is a lot better than it was before. Now, you know, you don't have these tyrants that, you know, are coming down hard on you. Now, for you other kingdoms that are dealing with these kinds of things, the best thing that you can do is continue to donate an alliance. So this way you can go ahead and bring your honor points up to where you can get these bubbles and you can go ahead and get these shields up so that when these things do happen, you can protect yourselves. You know, and throughout the courses of my videos, and, you know, I'm going to pretty much explain what all it takes to pretty much, you know, succeed in building a successful alliance, building a successful base. Pretty soon I'm going to be hosting the fastest way to build a base without being necessarily the best, but, you know, for the most part. But you're going to see here, these are the attacks that occurred during this war, and throughout these videos, throughout these series that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be pretty much putting it all up, you know, so you guys can get a good view and good understanding of this game. This is a very good game. It's a very unique game. And it has a very unique system to it. Yeah, there are similar, you know, games to it, you know, games like it. But to tell you the truth, you know, in transparency, like the translation software that this game has is pretty much modern. I mean, it's like so far up to date. No other system, no other platform that I know of has this communicative tool. And it's so sad that Clash of Clans does not even have it. And that's pretty much the #2 game besides Pokemon Go in the Google world. Google and pretty much cell phone gaming, you know, Clash of Clans is really, really high up there. And it's sad that these, you know, lower based video game platforms have these so much sophisticated, you know, translation software that people can communicate from different languages, which is awesome, totally awesome. So if Clash of Clans, if you guys are listening, by all means, Supercell, jump on the wagon, get with these guys, with DIANDIAN, and y'all need to figure out how to get these translated softwares in your games, because it's crucial, you know, and it's much needed. Now, you know, you guys are going to see that within these series, I'm going to be hosting many different tactics, many different ways in putting together, you know, good alliances, good bases, and whatnot. Now, there's a lot of strategies to this game. There really is. None of them are hard. So, you know, don't fret. Just be patient, you know, and of course, you know, game on. There's no questions asked about it, you know. Now, for those of you that are paid to play, I can tell you right now, take it easy on the guys that are free to play, because the free-to-play guys, chances are, if you break them too hard, they're gonna quit. And believe it or not, you know, there's nothing better than to farm a base, but there's nothing worse than to run a kingdom with nobody in it. So you guys at the same time need to find that balance. You guys can't just go on and destroy everything that's in sight, no matter how fun it is and no matter how much resources you need. You have to keep that in mind. You know, if anything, figure a way out to increase your alliance. Like right now, we're up to 90 members, and we're pretty much just jam-packed full here. But, you know, the point is that if you want to grow your base, you got to put it together. You can't beat on the very back that's building your actual, you know, kingdom. Because in Kingdom Wars, which I'm starting to learn now, and I've got some good contacts and good friends out in Kingdom 1, which are actually helping me right now. Shout out to them. You know, I'm getting ready to go ahead and post some videos on live Kingdom Wars, so that this way, you know, everybody can learn exactly how this is going to be. You know, it's like I said, it's a very interesting game, and I actually see this game taking off. I see this game becoming really, really big. Now, I don't know if it's going to reach the height of Clash of Clans. I'm going to say maybe. They need to introduce a couple of more events that, you know, help to build resources and build bases. Now, one of the things, and I know everybody here is going to agree with me, they need to put a cap on how much you can take from a base, because I've got footage of a level 16 stronghold with almost 51 million resources. Okay guys, 51 million resources. Okay, don't know how long it took, but y'all know how long it takes, and I can tell you, to get 51 million resources, yo, that is just no pun. That is not easy to do. But guess what? I've got video on that. And I've got video of 51 million resources being completely drained out in less than a minute. Okay? That's sad. Okay? There should not be in any platform, in any game, with that ability to be able to work your tail off, gathering, farming, whatever, for however many days, weeks, to just have it all taken out from right under you within less than a minute. I'm sorry, that's unfair. Now, if DIANDIAN is watching this, guys, y'all need to figure that out and add that. Alright? Because you guys are going to lose a lot of players because of that. Because it's not fair. You work so hard to only lose it that fast. But anyways, guys, peace out. Subscribe, like, share. Game on.